There's a lot of flexibility. There's a lot of uncapped potential that you can reach. That stuff's always really amazing, right? And that's why you do it. But say hi, Walker. He's not really feeling like it. Alrighty guys, it is Monday, December 16th at about 5 a.m. I'm getting up and trying to get some work done before the family kind of gets going. I'm going to get a quick workout in as well. One thing I want to get working on this morning is I got to get some information sent over to our editor for the website, our web developer. She needs me to kind of give her some changes I want to happen. There's not a lot. There's just so much on the website that's going to be included that it's kind of hard to pin down on what exactly needs to be changed. But I'm going to work on a document for that, kind of get the day planned out, and then get a quick workout in hopefully before the kids wake up, and then we'll get after it. So I'll pick you guys back up at the office. Alrighty guys, it is about 9:30 here at the office, kind of getting some work done. I apologize about the snuffy nose. I just went back and watched the morning video from the house and it sounded awful. I've got allergies kind of kicking my butt right now, but we are working on some service work right now. I've only got about 4 service tasks, so get those done pretty quickly, and then I will be able to move on to calls. Let's see, we have 11 or so calls this morning. I should have a couple more leads to put in there that came in over the weekend. So we'll say 15 or so calls, get those knocked out, and then work on quotes basically the rest of the day. With Christmas coming up next week, I really want to try to get as many quotes as possible sent out the door before Wednesday of this week. That way we have Thursday and Friday to maybe close some policies up and then go into the holiday week. I will say that next week will be really slow, obviously, but historically, I've actually been very busy the week between Christmas and New Year's. I don't know what the reasoning is for that, if people are just, kind of not working much and so they have free time to make some changes. But I've historically been really, really busy those months or that week. So we're kind of see how that comes as that comes. But I'm going to knock out these service tasks. I have a timer set, hopefully get them all done within the next 20 minutes or so. And then we'll move on to the next kind of series of things to work on. Gonna hit these calls real quick. Like I said, I only got a few to make today, and then going to go get some lunch and head back and get out some quotes. So let's get these calls done and see if we can get anyone to actually answer and not just get voicemails. Hey Trevor, this is Maverick Pitchford, Bison Ridge Insurance. If you would give me a call back when you get a second, my number is 918-921-8725. Thanks, buddy. Alrighty guys, it is lunchtime. I got all of the service tasks knocked out. Like I said, wasn't very many. And then I knocked out 12 calls. Didn't get anyone on the phone, which is completely fine, kind of to be expected. But we did make the calls and we did the task, and just making sure we follow up every day. It's one of those things you just have to stack days upon days upon days, and that's how you become successful. So we're doing that every day on these videos, and that's exactly what I'm going to keep doing. I will tell you that we could really use a bounce back week this week from Bison Ridge Insurance. We haven't sold a policy. Last week, one of the policies I thought would close this week, she actually decided that they were going to wait it out until their next renewal. So really need some policies to get closed this month. And like I said, I'm going to try to always be as transparent as possible on these videos, because if I'm doing it for myself, I want to be able to come back and look at this and be like, oh yeah, I remember when it was like that. And so being transparent with you guys, I really need a big bounce back week this week. Bringing in a couple $1,000s in revenue would be awesome if I could get that done this week to kind of help the month out, especially going into the holidays. So we're going to try to work on that. That's probably going to be kind of the goal this week, is for these videos, is to be capturing some bounce back week vibes, just having some new revenue come in. We've got a lot of quotes out. It's just getting them closed. So I'm hoping as the week kind of continues on and people start getting ready for the holidays, they'll start maybe not being as work as much and that kind of stuff. So gonna go home, get some lunch. Got a couple errands I gotta run, and then I will be back at the office to knock out a couple quotes before I have to go pick up Maverick Whalen from school. I think we might go watch one of our youth kids play basketball tonight at Summit Christian there in Broken Arrow. Maverick really enjoys going to that kind of stuff, and I like it too. I don't really like to just sit at the house, so gives us something to do. So appreciate you guys following along. I'm trying to say this earlier in the video. We got about 100 views on our last vlog. Well, I guess actually 2 vlogs ago technically, which I was extremely surprised by. And so I would like to see this thing grow. It'd be super cool if this became a vital part of my business. So I'm going to keep going at it. But regardless, if people view it or not, I'm going to keep doing it. I know that I had one of my buddies, William Gomez, I may have said this in the other vlog, I don't know, but he gave a great piece of advice. He said, you want to stay consistent with content long enough that people aren't giving you pats on the backs and saying, congratulations, you're doing great, because consistency is key. So push through that and just become consistent to where they don't feel like they have to congratulate you for doing it. And so that's what we're going to keep doing with these videos. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. Follow along as we grow this business from $100,000 in revenue to $300,000 in revenue before I turn 30, which is 24 months away, somewhere in that range. And so, not 24, it would be 25 months. So 300,000 before 30, we're going to make it happen, and it all starts this week here at Bison Ridge Insurance. Alrighty, guys, I am closing up for the day. I came back up here to get my backpack and all that stuff because I'll probably knock out some quotes tonight, but wanted to kind of talk to you guys just for a second, because I think that a lot of times being an entrepreneur can really be glorified. I think it can be posted on Instagram that you need to, become your own boss and all that stuff, but people just don't talk about the heart of being your own boss. Like I said earlier in the video, kind of in a low spot right now in the sense of we haven't brought any new revenue in the past couple weeks, and that's always a really stressful period. Being an entrepreneur is amazing when you bring in, $5,000-$6,000 in new revenue, but then you go a couple weeks without bringing any in at all, and it's so extremely stressful. It's one of those things that I don't think it gets talked about enough, and so just want to be transparent with you guys on that. I think that even sometimes I question why I do this, but when you do have a reason why, when you do have, something that's pushing you, like your family or wanting to grow a legacy, those type of things that I have, it makes it easier to push through those hard times. And this isn't the first hard time of Bison Ridge Insurance. This isn't going to be the last. I can almost guarantee that I'd be willing to put money on it. So just want to make sure I'm transparent with you guys. I don't ever want to be one of those people that come on here and just say, oh, it's so amazing to be your own boss. It's, granted, there are a lot of benefits. There are a lot of pros. There's a lot of flexibility. There's a lot of uncapped potential that you can reach. That stuff's always really amazing, right? And that's why you do it. But when there's that many pros, there's also a lot of cons that come with it. So we're not where we want to be. We got to keep working towards it and keep striving. But like I said in the last clip, it's all about just stacking days upon days upon days. You got to stack one day, then you stack 2 days, and that's the only way you can, reach the goals that you have. If you stop too early, then you won't make it. So, just like I said, want to be transparent with you guys. So, I am signing off for the night. I'm going to go home and spend some time with the kids and put them to bed, then probably pull up the laptop and try to send out some more quotes and drum up some revenue before the end of the week. But I'll keep you guys updated on how that goes.
It's kind of funny.
great day.
Love you. Have a great day.
What's up, y'all? Good morning. It is Tuesday around 8:20. I'm actually in line at Scooters getting me a coffee. Just wanted to kind of check in with you guys and let you know that today is going to be an amazing day. We're going to get a lot done. Hopefully, that's the plan anyways. But we're going to work on some service work. There's literally like one service task that I know that needs to be done. So that'll be quick. I'm going to do some outbound calls on some leads that are trying to get quotes from us that we need some information from, and then just work on quotes this afternoon. So pretty much the same breakdown, but I'll try to show you guys some different information. I'm trying to keep these video clips a little bit shorter because I watched vlog 2 last night with my wife, and she informed me that I ramble too much. And so I'm trying to keep them short and concise. So we'll pick you guys up back at the office. I said I was getting into service work, but I'm actually going to be getting into, let me scoot over here. I'm going to be getting into quoting actually. So I've got 5 quote blocks today. I've got a lot of quotes I got to send out. Like I said, I'm trying to get everything in my pipeline sent before Wednesday. So that'll be good. On another note, in that last clip, you should have seen my sit-stand desk. If you do not have a sit-stand desk, if you never even have heard one of them, definitely look into it. It's one of the best investments I've made, just because of the fact that it breaks up the monotony of sitting behind a desk all day. You can go one step further and get a walking pad, kind of like a treadmill. I don't have that because I would find a way to fall off of the walking pad if I had one. But yeah, the sit-stand desk is super awesome, and I just wanted to tell you that if you had never seen one before. So check those out. I bought mine on Amazon, I believe. Alrighty, so I just finished up my morning reading. I wanted to give you a quick excerpt from what I read this morning. Again, I'm reading High Performance Habits by Brendon Burchard. I've enjoyed it so far. It's had some really implementable information that I really like. But one of the quotes he had today, let me see if I can find it real quick. So he's talking about how you have a PFI, which is a primary field of interest, and then you have skills within that field of interest that you need to hone. He's talking about how you need to make sure you don't just allow time to pass without trying to hone skills. So like for me, growing my insurance agency is my primary field of interest. What are the skills I need to have for that? So marketing, these videos are a great example of that. You know, team leadership, sales, networking, all of those things would be skills that I have to hone. And then you can break those down even further. But the quote that really stood out to me is, if you leave your growth to randomness, you will always live in the land of mediocrity. So I think that really speaks to the fact that you have to be very specific. So like taking time to read or picking up a new skill, like, you know, making content, making vlogs, all of that stuff is skills that I'm trying to hone that just are going to make my business better in the long run. Bison Ridge Insurance, this is Maverick. Hey Tyler, how's it going, buddy? Pretty good, man. I was actually just turning on my computer, saw you had texted back, so I was going to call you here in just a second. So let me get my system pulled up here real quick. So who are you guys currently insured with for your home and auto insurance? Do you have an online like app or online portal with them? So what I'll do is I'll text you over a link here in just a second as soon as we got the phone. Literally all you have to do is click on the link and log in with your shelter information, and then it's going to send me, basically what I do is I go preset data points. So like your driver's license numbers, your VIN numbers, address, all of that stuff, and it's going to send it over to me through your shelter information, and then that way you don't have to go out and try to find all that or answer 20,000 questions. Awesome, man. We'll talk soon. Thanks, buddy. Bye. Alexa, pause. Alrighty, so just finished up all of our calls this morning. Didn't get anyone on the phone. Oh, well, that's a lie. I got one person on the phone and sent him over our Canopy Connect link so we can start working on a quote for him. One thing that I really try to make sure I do is if someone reaches out to me via Facebook, I will make sure that I reach out to them on Facebook. Once I have their phone number and email, I hit them from all fronts. So I'll message them, I'll text them, I'll email them, I'll message them on Facebook, those type of things. Just because a a lot of times people are like, oh, I just didn't even see your text, or I didn't see your call, and you'll message them on Facebook, and then they'll get right back with you. So just making sure I hit it from all fronts. I will tell you that it's still frustrating whenever you're trying to run quotes for people and they seem like they're interested and then they don't want to go through the process. So that's sometimes interesting. I'm starting to ramble again, and my wife is going to get onto me. So jumping into some service stuff here, and then we will catch up back up with you guys in just a little bit. No, definitely no. Yeah, we all want to win. That's for sure. So yeah, that would be awesome, because then I could kind of look over them as well. Yeah, that would be super awesome. One question I did have for you, and I completely understand that being with an aggregate with Horizon or Rocky Mountain West, it makes it's not as easy as if I was just completely direct with you guys, obviously. But I was curious on bonuses, because obviously I have written a good portion with Safeco over the past couple of years, and I have yet to get, that I can remember, I've yet to get a bonus at all. And like I said, I know a lot of that pertains to kind of how they structure their bonuses and all of that stuff. So that may be a question that you can't even answer. But I was just curious on that, because I've not gotten anything that I can recall from Safeco. Yeah, for sure. You're hand tied on some of it. Yeah, definitely. Completely understand that. Well, I appreciate the time. I look forward to talking to you in 2025. Hopefully, like I said, I want to place as much business as possible with you guys in 2025. And so continued working towards that goal. You as well. Talk to you later. Bye. So that was a call with my rep from Safeco. A lot of times you get calls from these reps from each carrier once a month or so, just kind of explaining where you're at production wise and stuff like that. That's always a fun one to call, because Safeco is our largest carrier, and so those are always good reports. When they call us, they're always really appreciative of our business with them. I would say I have roughly 200 or so clients with them. That's kind of a rough estimate. That might be not exactly the number, but off the top of my head, they are my number one carrier at all times. They're just amazing to work with on all sides of the ball. From the client standpoint, from my standpoint, they're just really, really easy to work with. Their rates are pretty competitive always, and the coverages that they offer are really good. So that's what that was. Those calls are always interesting, especially since I'm with an aggregator. There's a middleman there that's not a part of that conversation, so it makes it a little bit difficult to kind of facilitate that. If I was directly with them, it would probably be a little bit of a more cut and dry conversation, talking about bonuses and those type of things. So we'll see. Hopefully, eventually, I'll maybe break away and have the direct codes with each one of them. But as of now, I'm still with an aggregator, which is okay. It serves its purpose, and so we'll just keep on trying to place business with them, because they are a good carrier for us to work with. Alrighty, guys, changing plans. I was working on a quote and just got a call from the Twins' daycare. Walker has 102-degree fever, which means that I have to go pick him up and take him to the doctor. Super blessed that I get the opportunity to be able to do that. I appreciate the flexibility of my business, but on the other hand, the thing I always think of when this happens is if I'm not in the office, I'm not getting paid, right? So I don't get sick time. I don't have paid vacation or sick leave, which is always interesting. So gotta love the flexibility, but also know that there's kind of a trade-off for that. So a little bit frustrating, just because of the breaking up of the day. I was really having some good progress today, had good momentum, and now I am having to stop that. But family, of course, always comes first. That's the whole reason of running a business, being able to do this stuff. So we just have to roll with the punches and figure out what we'll do next. We'll probably take him home and let him nap for a little bit, and then take him to the doctor this afternoon. So while he's napping, I'm gonna open up my laptop and try to get some work done at home. I'll catch you guys up whenever we get there. Say hi, Walker. He's not really feeling like it. So I picked up the little guy. Walker is running, like I said, 102 fever. So I'm gonna take him home and let him lay down for a little bit. I'm gonna try to knock out a couple quotes working from home. And then this afternoon we have a doctor's appointment for him. So hopefully prayers all is well, and that he's not crazy sick or anything like that. Hopefully it's just a stomach bug or something. So that's where we're going now. Headed home, eat some lunch, work out the quotes that I have, and then just trying to be flexible with the day. That's part of it, right? All right, guys, it is Thursday afternoon. I think the last video I took with you guys was probably Tuesday. I was leaving the office because Walker got called from the daycare that it was sick, and so I headed out to go pick him up. Took him to the doctor. He had a stomach bug and was running a fever, so I stayed home with him on Wednesday. There's no videos from Wednesday. I didn't video anything. Was dealing kind of with him all day and didn't get much work done. I'm gonna tell you, it is a stressful time here at Bison Ridge Insurance. We are, over halfway through the month, and I still haven't sold a policy. Like I said, I'm always gonna be transparent on these videos because I think that's important. I'm not gonna lie, not gonna sugarcoat it, nothing like that. We're in a tough spot right now. I said that the theme for this video was a bounce back week, and it's not bouncing back the way I wanted it to. And so I was kind of thinking earlier, I truly feel like I'm in a 12-round fight. It's the 11th round, and I'm all bloody and bruised and just beat up. And so we're gonna get back up and try to finish this out the rest of this week, and hope we roll into the holidays with some policies sold. If not, we'll just keep quoting. That's all we can do. Quoting and calling and trying to sell policies. That's what we're doing here this week. But it's a time of the year where people just, aren't focused on this kind of stuff, which is understandable. But I still have a business that I need to try to sell policies. I still have a family that needs me to bring home money. And so I'm going to do that. I had a great reminder today, though, of, kind of what we do and why I do it. I picked Maverick Whalen up from school, and he gave me this bracelet. And he handed it to me, and I said, "Bud, what's this for?" And he said, "Dad, I just don't want you to forget me while you're working." And it's one of those things that, of course, I'm never going to forget any of my sons. I'm not going to forget my wife. But it's a great reminder whenever you are having those hard days to just keep pushing forward, because I have people who depend on me. I have a business that I want to, keep growing. I have goals that I want to reach. And so for me, this little bracelet right here is something I'm going to wear, and it's a great reminder that to just keep pushing forward, because it's bigger than me. It's bigger than the negativity I'm dealing with on the quotes. It's bigger than having to get hung up on telling people calling and cussing me out and saying to lose their numbers, those type of things, because I have people who are dependent on me. And so it's a good reminder to keep pushing forward and just keep chugging along. So end of the day here on Thursday, kind of be a short video this week, I would assume. But we are gonna keep on trying. Tomorrow I'm not gonna do content. I'll be at the office. When you haven't sold a policy in a month, you need to not worry about content as much and more worry about selling some policies. So I'm gonna go to a wrestling duel tonight with some of our youth kids, and so I'll try to get some videos there of that, and then we'll pick you guys back up in the morning at Bison Ridge headquarters. All right, guys, it is Friday about noon. Just now picking up the camera because when you close the agency for a couple of days, everything catches on fire. And so I had to put on my firefighter hat this morning and knock out a bunch of fires just between billing issues and servicing issues and getting stuff back up to order. It falls apart pretty quickly when you're the only one at the agency. And so we're finally kind of getting caught back up. It's insane. Like I said, just craziness whenever you shut it down. I can't even put it into words. All the things I had to jump back in and kind of restart today. It's pretty frustrating. But someday I'll have a team that, when I miss time, it's not as big of a deal. But as of now, I'm the only one here. And so when the agency shut down, if I'm not in the office. And so that's why it's really hard to miss days like that. But my son was sick. I can't do anything about that. So now I'm headed over to Maverick Whalen, our oldest. He's having his first Christmas party at school, and I'm so extremely excited. I'm going to try to get some clips of him there, just kind of playing around, because I think it's going to be super fun. And that's what we're doing today. And then this afternoon, I'm going to come back. I have a feeling I'll probably work a little bit later today. Going into the Christmas holiday, I want to get some stuff knocked out before the weekend. And so just kind of wanted to give you guys an update on that. Yeah, it's just, like I said, entrepreneurship is extremely hard. Like I said yesterday, I feel like I'm getting extremely beat up this week. I just can't win for losing. It's been really frustrating, but we're going to keep on chugging along. If I stopped when I was getting beat up, I would have stopped 3 years ago. And so I'm not gonna stop now, but it's still frustrating. So we'll catch you guys up when we get to the party, and hopefully we are able to get some videos there. So. All right, guys. We are back at the office. Just time jumped, warp speed jumped back here. I know there's kind of a lot of jumping around in this video, but got done with my son's first Christmas party. It was so awesome to get to go to that, and it was a great reminder of what I feel like I say it in every clip, but the reason why I do this, right? And especially on these hard weeks like this, extremely grateful. There were so many kids there that either had no parents or had just their moms there because the dads were working. And so I'm just extremely grateful for this opportunity at Bison Ridge Insurance. Extremely grateful for the opportunity God has given me to be able to just provide for my family in a way that still allows me to be a present dad. And so I say all that to say that I'll probably be working late tonight. It's Friday afternoon, about 3:30 back here at the office. And I've got, 10 or so quotes I need to work out, and I'm going to try to maybe call some people as well, as long as I call them before 5. I try not to call after 5 o'clock. So we'll call a couple people, see if they want to get their policies bound, see if we can end the week out on a sold policy. Maybe so, that'd be awesome. If not, we'll pick back up and try to get a couple done before Christmas. And I was thinking back, 2023, my biggest year ever, or my biggest week of the year was actually the week between Christmas and New Year's. And so I'm hoping that maybe, who knows, maybe that's going to be the same thing this week. I think I brought in $2,000 or $3,000 in new revenue that week alone. And so that'd be super nice to add on for a month that is not going so great right now. So we'll get to quoting. I'll try to catch you guys up here about halfway through or so. But if not, we'll catch you guys up when we finish up. So because it's a newer vehicle, it's closer to your premium, like Don's F-150 or I think that's your Palisade, because both of those are newer. So like the F-150 is right at $1,000 a year, and so is the Palisade. So both of those are pretty comparable. I know that doesn't help at all, but just so you kind of have an idea of where you're at overall. So the Focus is just liability. So that's why it's so much cheaper. So that's why there's such a big price difference there. $439 for every policy period. Yeah, that's full coverage. That's the same coverage as what you guys have on the other vehicles. So the $1,000 deductible, I didn't put the rental reimbursement because you don't have it on any other vehicles, but it includes towing and roadside. So I'll save this and then just shoot me a text or give me a call if you guys want to process it, okay? Awesome. All right, Michelle, I'll talk to you later. Alrighty, guys. It is Friday night, about 8 p.m. I'm finally headed home from the office. Got a lot done. Talked to some leads this afternoon that had came in. I was looking at my pipeline. I have about 8 or 9 quotes that need to be sent out. We have 11 people that have reached out to us, said they wanted quotes, but we haven't got all their information yet. And so our pipeline's looking pretty good right now, and which is a good thing going into the holiday. I'm gonna work hard next week to still try to get some policies sold. Still not looking great in that aspect, which is never fun. But I was looking back just on kind of where we've come from to where we are now, and it's just crazy to be able to be at a spot where we have inbound leads coming in and not having to be doing as much outbound work. So I'm extremely grateful for that, but that doesn't matter. I still need to sell some policies. And so I'm headed home now. I'm gonna help get the kids in bed. I try not to miss that too often. So I know this week was kind of crazy with me getting sick and my son getting sick, and so not a lot of video here, but I appreciate you guys following along. Not the bounce back week we were looking for, and so maybe before Christmas we can get a couple policies sold and not end the month out on a zero, because I've not done that maybe ever in the history of Bison Ridge Insurance. I don't know if I've ever had a month where I haven't sold any policy, so it's kind of a scary thing, but definitely gonna grind it out hard next week, and then the week in between Christmas and New Year's, I'm definitely gonna try to get some stuff done there as well. So I appreciate you guys following along. If you've made it this far in the video, please subscribe, follow along on this journey, because we're not going to have many weeks like this. It's all up from here, and we're going to reach 300,000 within the next 26 months, and that's 300,000 of recurring revenue for the business. And so that's something I'm very passionate about and going to make happen. So if you guys haven't followed along, please subscribe. Follow me on all socials, Mav_Bison Ridge. Big hugs, tiny kisses to my boys and my wife. We'll see you guys next week.